Enheduana was appointed as High Priestess to Nana by her father the king during a unique time in history. Through tremendous bloodshed and political strategy, Sargon was the first to successfully unite Akkad in the north and Sumer in the south under one central government. This was the first empire in the world. The northern Semitic people, known as Akkadians, spoke Akkadian. Sargon was determined to transfer the center of power to the northern city Akkad away from the southern cities. Revolts sprang up sporadically throughout the Sargonic rule as the Sumerian cities in the south tried to free themselves from Akkadian rule. Many scholars believe Sargon appointed his daughter High Priestess in Ur to assist him in controlling the southern Sumerian cities. Her writings, it is said, were politically motivated to merge Sargon's Akkadian deity, Ishtar, with the Sumerian goddess En-hedu-Ana. Enheduana grew up in the midst of revolutionary times. For the 500 years before Sargon came to power, Sumerians had dominated the region. Sumerian was the principal language spoken, and Sumerians had invented and developed the pictographic script that was the basis for cuneiform. When Sargon came to power, he brought in a centralized government, bringing the Sumerian-dominated period to an end. He made radical changes in art, theology, and politics. Akkadian replaced Sumerian as the primary spoken language, and Sumerian became a written language used for sacred texts. Enheduana endured violent times sporadically throughout her long reign as Priestess of 60 years. She remained High Priestess throughout the turbulent reigns of both her brothers, Remush and Manishtushu. She also ruled through most of the reign of Manishtushu's son, Naram-Sin. It wasn't until his reign that Sargon's ambitions were consummated and the empire was firmly established. Naram-Sin broke with royal ideology by adopting the title the Divine One and was the first king to be depicted with the horned crown of divinity. This political shift allowed Naram-Sin to claim for himself the city god's land and possessions, which was traditionally the property of the temple. And here began the trend in which the king began to surpass the influence of the temple. Enheduana embraced the new consciousness of the individual. She was the first to break the Sumerian tradition, whereby scribes wrote anonymously, and is the first person to include personal details in her writings. Yet I am the brilliant Priestess of Nana. O my queen beloved of An, may your heart take pity on me.